Thanks for downloading a 3CR podcast. 3CR is an independent community radio station based in Melbourne, Australia. We need your financial support to keep going. Go to www.3cr.org.au for more information and to donate online. Now stay tuned for your 3CR podcast.
We're putting up new buildings, we're knocking down the old. We're working in the summer heat and in the winter cold. And the labour power we sell, me boys, for a hard-earned weekly pay produces mighty profits for the greedy MBA. And whether we were born here or born in Italy, in Greece, in Spain or Ireland, in England or Fiji, we all of us are workers, united we must stand, until the wealthy bludgers have been driven from our land. We faced deregistration, it backfired in the face. We're not fooled by arbitration, we won't stay in our place. We hit the bosses hard and fast to win and keep our gains, and break a couple of concrete pours to back our log of claims. So keep your powder dry and hold your head up high. It's class to class and face to face, our limit is the sky. We've got a fighting history and we never will be cowed. Our builders' labour is a name to make a man feel proud.
And it's good morning, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed on the Concrete Gang. Every Sunday morning, 9:30 on your AM dial, 8:55 on your AM dial. Very fresh and cool this morning. We've had an unreal week, and we've just had to dust off one of our old favourites. Got him out of his tomato bushes, dusted him off, and here he is, young Warren. How are you, mate?
Old folks don't get out of bed this early.
Yeah, we've had to get him out a bit early this morning, but anyway, it's good to have you back on the show, mate. We've got you here for a reason, which is probably not great news, but we'll get to that a bit later in the show. But
yeah, well, I've got to say that we're now starting to follow the AFL, are we? I'm now the emergency substitute coming off the substitute bench, am I?
Yeah, well, you're something like that.
So the Queenslanders got injured.
Well, what happens with the Queenslanders, you know, it wouldn't have been anything to do with the state of origin, would it? What, they were pretty pumped about that, and did that turn to tears?
It turned to tears, and
no Queenslanders.
Gone down with the hammy problem, and I've had to come off the substitute bench. Well, there you go.
Exactly.
It's been a bad week for some people in terms of football, hasn't it?
It has. Well, actually, we might as well talk about that. It's been the old Collingwood supporters and the Blues. It started on down there again, isn't it? Oh, it's magnificent, isn't it?
Jack Elliott, what a top job he did. He absolutely destroyed that club.
Yeah.
Absolutely destroyed it.
Geez, he did a good job, though, didn't he? Hey, it's still going on.
And Eddie Maguire's trying to match him.
So there's a coaching job available if you want it.
Well, it was always said of me I wasn't much of a footballer, but I was a try-hard. And
you've never got leather poison, I'm telling you.
I think there's a few people at Collingwood and Carlton and possibly up in the Maroon country who could try a bit harder.
That's right. As one famous listener of ours said, Reedy, it's not about us either, so don't start talking about yourself, all right? Remember the letter Reedy sent about me and Buzzer? He was right. All right.
A few announcements.
We have got a few announcements. Unfortunately, the Concrete Gang function we're going to have we've cancelled that because obviously with the COVID and just coming out of COVID on the weekend, on Friday, we haven't had time to print the tickets and or sell them, so it's made things a bit tough. So we're going to cancel that for the time being, and probably we'll pick a date a bit further down the track and have another go at it. Hopefully we don't get COVID back again, but who knows. So so that's been knocked on the head, the one at the South Melbourne pub at the Rising Sun Hotel. That's the one we're talking about. But the radiothon's still going ahead. That's on 20th of June. So we're doing that live on a Sunday, so you can ring in between 9:30 and 10:30. It's going to be an hour-long show. So we need plenty of people ringing in. Otherwise, we'll have to get Warren to sing or something, which we'll talk about his tomatoes, which will put you to sleep. So we need you to ring in, and on the 20th of June between 9:30 and 10:30, and make a donation, whatever, dollar, whatever you think. But you can have a crack at us or get a song played or do whatever you want to do. But we've got to find 250,000. So, we want a lot of people ringing in, Warren.
Indeed, there's a lot of money to be raised, $250,000, because let's be honest, COVID has been disruptive, and 3CR has been as disrupted as anyone else. We certainly weren't able to raise the sort of money that was needed last year, and to double up is not going to be easy. But if everyone makes the effort, we can get to 250,000 and keep the show on the air and the station on the air, and maybe even get me back for a few more appearances.
We bring you back when
I'm working cheap, but I still want.
We get you back when the ratings are getting too high. Yeah, so as Warren said, we haven't had a pull up for a couple of years now, and we need the money to keep this place going. It doesn't run on thin air. There's a few staff here and whatever, and we need the money to keep 3CR Community Radio going, and we want our radio show to keep going for another 45 years, don't we, Warren? Is it 45 years?
I think it's a bit more than 45 now, to be blunt.
Jeez. All right. Well,
I think it's about 47.
Jeez. It's a bit scary, isn't it? All right, now, I suppose...
How can you talk this much shit for so long? Eh?
Yeah, I know. Good point.
We should be on television.
I can hear him snoring now. Let's, I suppose it's time we should bring up Edna now.
Yes.
Very sad news. For you people out there probably in the construction, well, not in the construction, dear Edna was a lady that for years and years, geez, I reckon, Warren, 35 years ago maybe? Would that be fair?
It was certainly back in the mid to maybe even early 80s.
Okay, so roughly 35 years or whatever. Yep. Young Edna, what she used to do, she used to used to ring the crane yards, and she had this fascination about tower cranes when they were getting put up and all that. And what she used to do is come down wherever the cranes were going up on the weekends and bring a little, remember the old trolleys, the shopping trolleys, and bring it down. She'd buy cakes and pies and Coca-Cola and stuff for the boys and all that. And 35 years ago, you got to understand, on Saturdays and Sundays, well, especially Sundays, there was nothing open. This is when the tower cranes were going up. And she'd come down with a shopping trolley and set all the gear up in one of the smoko sheds for the boys, all cost to herself, and catch the public transport down there. I think at the time there, Warren, I think she was working at Southdown printing press in the city or something.
She was certainly, I can't quite remember which company it was.
She probably shouldn't name it because we're going to shit can.
Yeah, but
they didn't look.
She worked in a Beckett Street, for a printer in a Beckett Street.
Yeah, that's right. And she used to do this tirelessly every weekend, wherever cranes was going up. She'd come down with a what do you call them, shopping trolley, full of stuff for the boys, pies and drinks and all that. And she became a very good friend of all of us. I loved the deal, Edna. She was a lovely, great-hearted woman. In fact, we loved her that much. We made her a life member of the union, because because this is what we're about. Unions about those type of people that do the things that go unrewarded or not sort of noticed, but. Yeah, you never forget her. She was a marvellous woman, and she loved every bit of it. She knew all the boys, knew us all, and just a great human being. Unfortunately, later in life, she ended up in St Kilda in the Sacred
Heart Aged Care, and Edna had a few health problems, and the last 12 months have been very difficult for her, and a lot of people have tried to keep in contact in circumstances where you couldn't get access to aged care very easily. But so I'd just like to pay a little tribute to not only Edna, but also all the wonderful people at Sacred Heart and the staff, and also the residents who all loved Edna. Thank you for your support of Edna through a very difficult period. And a little mention to Helen down at Sacred Heart, who has, especially this week, been an absolute asset in being able to talk to friends of Edna about various arrangements that need to be made and so on. And Helen is doing her part so that we can hopefully have something put on to remember Edna, and all her friends can gather, hopefully, at the church just near the aged care and actually celebrate her life, because it's, you don't have to be a superstar. You don't have to be the smartest person in town, whatever. If you're doing something for your fellow human beings because of kindness and generosity, that should be celebrated.
You always need a full forward, but you still need a back pocket. They're just as important. And I must send a special cheer out to Maury Hill, because Maury Hill was very good to her over the years too. Yeah. Maury helped her out. It's different. We shifted her a few times and bought her furniture and washing machines and stuff. So for us, it's a great loss. We don't forget those little things that get done over the years. And she's really a good, caring person. And we're not sure. We've got a notice to go on the paper, which Warren's put together with a lovely send off, but we can't get it in because there's no family and all this sort of stuff. We'll get it in eventually, and hopefully. So keep an eye on the papers, and with that, we'll probably be able to put a notice in where the funeral's going to be. I think there's only about 75 letter people to go, but I reckon we'll do that easily. But so just make sure everyone knows. A lot of people would want to celebrate her life because she was a very dear person to us and a life member of the union.
And thanks also to some of the people who took on an extra responsibility with looking after Edna in the last few years. The late Dave Griffiths and his wife Joy, Mickey Egan, Maury Hill, quite a number of people. I'm sorry if I can't mention everybody, but everyone who helped out, thank you very much. And, she had it hard because let's be blunt. She had no family for 40 years. And she used to joke that she was hoping to win Tats Lotto because then her family would want to know her.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
And two, she was working for that printer in Beckett Street who...
we'll have to find out their name.
Who did, let's say, nothing to help Edna. When they shut up shop in Beckett Street and they moved out to Altona, Edna had to get to work from St Kilda via public transport and walking a fair way from the bus to the factory. They wouldn't give her a redundancy. Could have made her redundant, could have given her a bit of something. No. In the end, they forced her out and she got bugger all. And but Edna kept going, and through all the years, whether it was in the union office, the girls loved her at the union office, and they've been ringing up this week, and all the people around the industry, but all those blokes who got the can of Coke and the cake and the pie and the rest of it, when the streets were empty and they were cold and there was, the work was hard, and Edna provided a little bit of cheer.
Here she comes.
Here she comes. Well, hopefully all those people...
Don't forget it.
Won't forget it, that's right.
Very good. We probably cut to... We're going to play... I reckon we should play the track now, but can we do that? True Blue?
Well, we can do that, because I just want to mention Edna wasn't a great one for music, and it took a bit of time to find out if she had a favourite song, and she did. And it's this particular song, and the reason it was her favourite song, because it reminded her of the late John Cummins.
True Blue.
True Blue.
Hey, True Blue, don't say you're gone. Say you've knocked off for a smoker, and you'll be back later on. Hey, True Blue. Hey, True Blue. Give it to me straight. face to face. Are you really disappearing? Just another dying race. Hey, true blue. True blue. Is it me and you? Is it mom and dad? Is it a cockatoo? Is it standing by your mate when he's in a fight? Or will she be right? True blue, I'm asking you. Hey, true blue, can you bear the load? Will you tie it up with wire just to keep the show on the road? Hey, true blue. Hey, true blue. I'll be fading. Is your heart still there? If they sell us out like sponge cake, do you really care? Hey, true blue. True blue. Is it me and you? Is it mom and dad? Is it a cockatoo? Is it standing by your mate when she's in a fight? Or will she be right? True blue, I'm asking you. Is it me and you? Is it mom and dad? Is it a cockatoo? Is it standing by your mate when he's in a fight? Or will she be right? True.
Yes, and Edna, you were true blue.
Right.
Okay, so stay. And as we said, we'll keep you informed. Just keep an eye at the papers. Make sure we give her a good send off.
And also on the union's social media and website.
All right, what have we got now? Now, as we always say, some of these bosses, you reckon it's never rained before, wouldn't you?
The wind's never blown.
Wind's never blown, never rained.
The only thing they can be probably pretty confident about, it hasn't snowed in Melbourne since 1986, and that was a shit year too.
Have you looked outside?
No, it was a bit foggy this morning, but it wasn't snow.
So we had a massive week of weather. Storms, biggest storm of 30-something years, but, you know, they just thought, well, you know, we'll just keep soldiering on. But there is a rain clause in our agreement and all sorts of things, but they sort of failed to adhere to some of that. But anyway, it was a massive week, and they should all be put in their Suki Lalas, I'd say, Warren, you know.
Well, there's a few Suki Lalas coming up, isn't there? Really, Collingwood, Carlton,
the Queenslanders, Maroons.
But yeah, look,
what about
there's been
that?
a lot of bosses sooking this week, and what they forget, of course, is the award provides that inclement weather's more than just 35 degrees and rain.
Exactly.
There's all sorts of inclement circumstances, and while you can't go home on high wind, it's still a question of whether that is clement or not, because it can be a case of totally inappropriate, unsafe, or unreasonable to work in those circumstances. And, brother, I do remember being in a high wind situation where we were besieged by soybean flour.
Yes.
That was one time, and then there was the coal dust on another.
And the metal and the well that was down at Appleton Dock the old days. Yeah, we as I said to the boss at the time, they said what's all this white powder coming off us, and they said, oh well no, it won't hurt you. I said, well, how do we know it's not Agent Orange? So obviously we withdrew our labour because we weren't quite sure, and obviously next day when we come in, we found out it was soya bean. They feed it, cows eat it to eat it and produce milk, so we thought it couldn't be too bad if the cows liked it. But anyway,
but of course
we did get the wharf allowance after that.
That's right,
43 cents an hour.
But the other thing is, such things clog up the air conditioning system, and if you can't get your amenities air conditioned because it was a bloody hot day as I remember it. But what about the smoke early last year?
Yeah, the smoke.
I mean, all these things are part of what is reasonable and unreasonable for working conditions. Not only safety, but also what's reasonable and unreasonable. And bosses should remember there is a procedure there for heat, there's a procedure there for rain, but that's not the end of it.
And we're not unreasonable, are we?
Never been unreasonable in my life.
So just on your retirement, brother, how are you enjoying it so far? Yeah.
We won't go into that.
Well, we've had the poacher from the flower show, they reckon. They reckon you're on the flower show now. Is that right? Telling them how to grow tomatoes. You've got a bit carried away with yourself there, haven't you?
Well, I got to say that up to about a week and a half ago, I was still getting tomatoes.
Yeah?
Yep. I found the spot. I took some advice from the old washo about finding the right spot. He's a bit of a tomato grower himself, and cheerio to the wash. He was right. I moved them around till I found the right spot. I got the right spot, and I produced tomatoes to nearly the end of May. That is not bad going, if I say so myself.
Obviously, you forgot my address. You're trying to think what I got me now, aren't you? Anyway, we could go on like this and put you to sleep, but we've got to get on the scallywags.
Well,
Daniel, what's he doing now? He's selling more stuff to keep the creditors happy or something, Daniel?
Yeah, well.
Or he is, or his old man is, or...
No, well, he is, and he's in a situation where the creditors meeting, or at least the majority of the creditors, have accepted a deal. And I would have thought there's going to be a lot of people further down the feeding chain who are going to get little less than some of the big end.
Yeah.
So
Shock horror. But this is capitalism in its rawest form. It's all about money. Yes. And talking about that, we've got a new little bloke strutting around town. We'll just call him Mr. 10%.
10%? Did it go to his company?
Where'd it go?
No one's sure.
Oh, dear, stay tuned about that, eh?
Eh?
Oh.
That's the rumour file one for this week, and never mind, it's all happening.
Suki Lala, who we got?
Well, Collingwood Football Club, the Carlton Football
Collingwood,
Club.
Carlton, the Queenslanders.
Maroons.
What about that? They had that joint pumped up at, where was it? Not Toowoomba, no, Townsville. Oh, they were going berserk about 10 minutes into the game. That was it. It was all over. You never heard a peep out of them. There was about 6 blokes wearing blue jumpers going berserk. Oh, it was magnificent. Anyway,
More about the blue jumpers on the park that really counted. But anyway.
Yeah. Well, obviously, the Queenslanders, that's probably why they're not here. But anyway, special cheerio to the boys. All right,
and a special cheerio, we should say, because it's been up and down the last couple of weeks, but a cheerio to the workers at the ProBuild job in the city where they had to go into a major COVID incident.
Yeah.
And it just shows you how easily it spreads. and the danger if it gets out of control. And
we've heard it got handled pretty well there, I'm told.
I understand it got handled very well, and it's a credit to the blokes on the job. It's a credit to the company too, because they were active participants in it. And if we all stay positive and think about it and not just mouth off because we're pissed off about something, or even if it's just the weather's cold, actually think it through. Because I went and got my vax, and there were 40 cubicles with nurses waiting at the showgrounds, and I reckon only 10 were in use.
Yeah, but that was well before.
And I think everyone was a little bit complacent, but the industry has done well, and congratulations to everybody.
All right. Okay, so we're going to pick the scallywag, and I'm thinking, geez, I don't know, Mr. Tim. Oh, we can't because we'll go Daniel again. Geez, he's had a few, Daniel. Old Daniel.
He's come out a lot more in front than he should have, I think.
Suki Lala.
Well, I still reckon Carlton and Collingwood deserve it.
All right, we'll give them a dual Suki Lala, Collingwood and Carlton.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, Ryan, it's great to have you back on the show today,
Yep.
and dust you off and get you out of your tomato patch and all that. And thanks for that eulogy for Edna, because we do miss her. And as we said, the listeners all stay tuned to the webpage on CFMEU and the newspapers, and we'll give Edna a good send off.
Yep.
So we'll go the same old way.
Dare to struggle,
dare to
win. If you don't fight,
you lose.
Good morning from the Concrete Gang. We're going to go out with the Ramones, Blitzkrieg Bop, because by the 10% man, it's a blitzkrieg.
Radiothon. Show your support during June 2021.
The union movement stands in solidarity with students and all young people taking action today. And we stand in solidarity with you for two reasons. Firstly, because we believe in the rights of young people to have a say in our democracy. Do not let the conservative media try to silence you. Be loud and proud. As we know in the union movement, when we raise our voices together, we cannot be silenced. Secondly, we stand in solidarity as your struggle is our struggle too. Climate change is union business.
3CR Radiothon, community-powered radio.
To donate, call 03
9419 8377 or donate online at 3cr.org.au.
You've been listening to a 3CR podcast produced in the studios of independent community radio station 3CR in Melbourne, Australia. For more information, go to allthews.3cr.org.au.